Thank you guys so much for staying out so long. Let's get into some gay shit.
Yeah!
Fellas, especially those of you who have kids early, I got some tips for you. You don't gotta pull out of your homies. And I am happy to contribute. I want to complain about my dating life. I know every single person has done that here tonight. I know I'm just a drop in the cum bucket. But you guys are exhausted. I went on a date with this guy. I was really excited. We went to brunch because the Second Amendment of the gay agenda is brunch. And it was a really cute date. We went to a bookstore. We got some ice cream. I sucked his dick. And then afterwards, he was like, oh my god, I had so much fun. I can't wait to see you again. And then he didn't respond to any of my follow-up text messages. So I called to his window at night. No, I'm kidding. He did ghost me though, and I am so tired of being ghosted. I would rather a guy tell me I look like Shrek 2 in my face and shit on my car than ghost me again. Yeah, I especially hate that we call it ghosting because ghosts haunt you, which means they stick around. What we really should call it is being a cunt. But I am trying to be really positive about dating. I matched this dude on Tinder, and he took me to Applebee's, so I hope it right out the window. But I tried. I wanted to give it a chance, so I go, and I get there, and this guy is not only greasy, but he is dripping in dandruff. Like, his face is a snowy waterfall. And I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, for some reason. So I go into Applebee's. I hold out my microwave mac and cheese, debate ordering some shots. And this guy will hardly speak to me. Like, I'm engaged. I'm like, what do you do for work? Where do you go for fun? Have you ever heard of Head and Shoulders? And I'm getting nothing. So I power through the prison food that is my meal. I pay for the whole thing just to flex. And I'm like, thank you so much. This happened. And I bolt. I don't even get halfway home when this guy texts me saying, thank you so much, I had a great time. Which is a lie. But I don't think we should see each other again. I'm getting back together with my ex. Why didn't you cancel the date? Also, how do you have an ex that wants you back? Infuriated, I pull off the side of the road, I whip out my phone, and I text back, you should try getting back together with your shower. And I blocked him. But I am very sex positive. I think it's important for everybody to have sex within the first few dates because you shouldn't emotionally invest in someone who can't make you come. I say that mostly for the ladies in the room. Like, guys, we can come with like a whisper and a prayer. We're fine. But ladies, make sure he knows where your clit is. Like, bare minimum. And make sure he eats you out. That's also very important. I would never, but he should. But I grew up in a really religious family, so I did not know about sex until I was like 35. My family's idea of a good sex talk was talk to your dad. And my dad's idea of a sex talk was don't. Funnily enough, that's also how we handle our emotions. So I was really scared of vulnerability and intimacy as a kid. I mean, I still am, but that's between me and there. But no, I also grew up in like a religious school, right? So I knew at least like 20 different girls who thought that anal sex was a good way to avoid losing your virginity for Jesus. They're dead now. I'm kidding, they're not dead. They just like married an alcoholic at 19 and had 6 kids. By the time they're doing fine. But I grew up with that same mentality, right? Like, I was very nervous about sex. I waited until I was in a loving, committed little relationship with someone who I trusted before I had sex. He was kind of an asshole, it turns out, but he's in a shitty marriage now, which is satisfying for me. Fun fact though, I lost my virginity watching Jurassic Park 2. Any JP2 fans in here? Yeah, when a velociraptor ate a dude was the exact same moment I put a dick in my mouth for the first time, and now I forever associate the two. Love dinosaurs. In Jurassic Park 2, they find out there's a second island where they've been breeding the dinosaurs. They call it Site B, which is what I call my butthole. I hate that joke. I can talk about like cum and dicks all day, but like saying the word butthole on stage makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know why. In high school, I dated girls. Well, a girl for a month. I was trying to impress my dad. But every time we would make out, I would like fondle her breasts, and I'm like, This is what sexy feels like, right? I'm enjoying this, correct? Fun fact, if you have to ask, you're not. Also, the fact that I called them breasts in my head is probably a good indicator that I wasn't having the time of my life. You guys want to know how gay I am? I don't know why. I put hearts on my notes today. I don't know why I did that. I just started doing it. I was like, am I a gay man or am I a middle school girl? I'm not sure. I don't think anyone knows. As I've gotten older, I've learned that men, and you can all verify this for me, men, we are slutty and superficial, right? Woo! Thank you, the one not liar. Men are slutty and superficial, and that's even more so with gay men, because we feed off of each other, both literally and figuratively. And I'm not the most conventionally attractive person in the world. I have been called Homo Simpson by certain comedians. Yeah, I put that right in my large bucket of complexes. But it's kind of weird because gay men have the reputation of being sassy, but fat people have the reputation of being jolly. So my fat acts like an invisibility cloak. Like I could straight up go up to someone and call them a bitch, and they'd be like, "You're a bitch too." I'm like, I hate you. You will never know. It's a wonderful secret. As I got older, I have really started to enjoy coming out when it's safe. When I'm like out in the sticks, I'm like, God, I love girls. Sports, breasts, I think. But when it's safe around nice people like you, it's a lot of fun, especially to do it to dudes because straight men are oblivious. I could walk up to them and be like, "Yes, queen, work," and they'd be like, "Did you get any pussy this weekend?" I'd be like, "Yes, Chad, I did." A lot of times, sometimes the greasier brand of straight dude, they get very defensive. They're like, "It's fine, you're gay, bro, just don't hit on me." And I'm like, "Oh, it's fine, I'm not into dudes who use 2-in-1 shampoo." I don't say that though, I'm polite. I'm like, "Oh, it's fine, you're not my type." And 9 times out of 10, they're like, "Wait, but why not?" Which I love that response. Because when they say that, I get to say something that will break them emotionally. I lean down, I look them in the eye, and I say, I made a more masculine man. What I've learned from all of this is that the healthiest and longest relationship I've ever had is with my glass dildo. His name is Idris Elba. And you know, I don't know why I asked for more. Idris is the perfect man. He's long, dependable, he never goes soft, and he's always just a little bit cold. And he never needs to pull out. Thank you guys so much. My name is Corey Bennett.
Corey Bennett, everybody, keep it going for him. One more time for him. One more time for all the comments we saw tonight. One time for Winston, for Gavin, for the Barb, all them. Make sure you tip them well. I think that already happened, so I can't tell you to do it anymore.
Need more cash.
Yeah, give Gavin some more money.